Today I started a new experiment. As you may know, I have used my iPad Air instead of computers for 14 months now. And to me, I have proven that an iPad can easily replace a computer for me. I can do anything I want on the iPad Air instead of on computers. I can run my whole business as a YouTuber and blogger completely from the iPad. I do video editing, music creation, audio recording, advanced blogging and all the rest that I need to do to have my business going. So now I don't have to prove that to myself anymore, so I want to start a new experiment. So I've decided to try to go back to my 11-inch MacBook Air and use that as my computer again. And that's because I want to simulate that the 11-inch MacBook Air is the new 12-inch MacBook. Because I want to see if I can use a 12-inch MacBook instead of an iPad. And I want to see if it's as easy to create content on the MacBook as it is on my iPad. I want to see if I can be as fast and productive as I am on the iPad and so on. And I want to see if I miss some of the great iPad apps when I use the MacBook instead. So the experiment will be more like a MacBook versus the iPad Air to see if I can be as productive and creative as I am on the iPad on the MacBook. And I will use my iPhone 6 as much as possible. I will use it as an iPad and do as much content I can on the iPhone 6, and it will simulate that I have an iPhone 6 Plus, because I'm planning to buy the iPhone 6 Plus next time. So I will buy the iPhone 6s Plus, and that's because I want to see if I can use the iPhone 6 Plus as an iPad as much as possible and as a companion device to the MacBook. So if this experiment will be a good thing, then I'm planning to buy the 12-inch MacBook next year, the second generation of the 12-inch MacBook, and use that as my main computer, and I will have the iPhone 6s Plus as my iPad. We will see how long I will run this experiment. I haven't decided yet, but I will try different apps on the Mac and try to do the same stuff as I did on the iPad. I will record video on my iPhone and AirDrop it to my MacBook and edit it in Final Cut Pro X on my MacBook. And I will for sure miss the great app editorial for blogging. I haven't seen any good Mac app as good as editorial, unfortunately. But I will try to blog on the Mac instead of the iPad, because I will not cheat this experiment. So now you know, I will be back on the Mac instead of the iPad, but that is not because I give up on the iPad Air as my main computer, because I love having the iPad as my main computer, my only computer. I love living in the post-PC era. So that's not the point here. The point is that I will try this experiment to see if the MacBook can be as good as the iPad is when it comes to be creative and productive. And of course that is my own personal opinions, my own personal experiment, because the iPad fits me much better than the MacBook to create content and be productive with, because I am so portable and mobile all the time. So that's why I prefer using an iPad instead of a MacBook. Of course, other people prefer using a Mac over an iPad, of course, but this is for my personal use. Okay, bye.